Hello guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to this reading today, tonight, or whichever time you're watching it. Okay, I hope that the message that comes through, hope that it resonates and helps you and assists you in some way, shape, or form at this moment. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get to it. I'm going to start with emotional clarifiers, and then I'm just going to go from there and intuitively feel my way through your divine love, guidance, and grace. Thank you, I'm playing. All right, y'all. Let's see. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay, so this is the first oracle. Health may be a focal point for some of y'all right now, or it's some part of it that you're concerned about. It may not be negative at all. It could just be your intention is about your health. Falls in the second place is surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay, so I feel like there are certain goals that you're trying to reach. Okay, that's general. Service. I feel good when I can help others. This is all about you finding your purpose. Okay, I don't know. I feel like you're gonna find your purpose through your health. You're gonna find your purpose through your health. Okay, for those of you that makes sense for. If I ask for the next oracle to come through, thank you. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. This could be the mental space that you're in when it concerns your health. Okay? Possibly. Regret is the only thing that I'm seeing that's kind of like, could be like a splinter in the thumb, kind of troubling you or triggering you right now. Whatever you may have did that wasn't the best, or whatever you may have allowed that wasn't the best, there could be a mental space, an energetic space for you that could be kind of like causing you concerns about your body or your health in some way, shape, or form. It's like stuff that you did in the past. Like, I think that could be possibly holding you back, possibly mentally or emotionally. That, because I feel like you have goals, right? And I feel like these goals are highly connected to your health, right? You're going to find your purpose through that, okay? You really are. Although you may find trouble with understanding, you know, the stuff you did in the past, how that may be affecting you now. Choices, okay. Choices that you made. God, thank you. That's what I'm feeling for right now. Choices that were made. You're kind of like, you know that you're finding passion and purpose through this, although at times and at days and moments it's difficult. But it's like a lot of that comes from your mental and you thinking about the past choices that led to regret. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. Okay. Thank you. We get to y'all. Let's see. Fear and balance, yeah. Like I was saying with regret, thinking about the past, like you know you can succeed, and you know you have succeeded, and you've seen forms of that success, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's like going to the next level for you. There's some form of it that you're still working through, and gotta let go of, okay? Whatever the past may have been. And fear, okay? This closely relates to regret. I realize that I'm going to read this one in a minute, y'all, but this is what I saw first. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love, right? So in the past, thinking about the past, you know, I'm trying to make sure I get the angle right so y'all can see right. But, you know, thinking about the past, regretting the past, thinking about the past choices and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this definitely is making sense. Like, you've succeeded, you've seen forms of that success, and it's just a matter of time before you get to the next level. But you got to let go of this last little bit of regret and fear. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of work through this last little bit of regret and fear to make it to the other side. You know what I mean? The higher level, the next step. What falls in the place after fear, okay, is balance. This says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I'm reading slow because the shading kind of like, it's dark a little bit, but anyway. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Balance, okay? Making sure y'all can see that. This is what's kind of, you know, I don't feel like it's 100% like throwing you all over the place with fear and regret. This energy, you're not allowing this energy to throw you all over the place, but it is concerning you, you know, and it is affecting you in certain ways, and you realize that. And I feel like the more that you work through that and feel through that and just kind of like take it one day at a time with finding a higher level way to deal with this energy, I feel like once you do that, you're going to regain balance, or you're going to maintain balance, or balance in so much shape or form is going to be manifested more for you, empowered more for you, okay? That's what I feel. Okay, get out of your head. Get out of your head and get out of the past, for whoever that makes sense for, okay? As I say that, God, thank you. Jesus, divine goddess overall, thank you. Imagination, okay? I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind, okay? This is all about your solidification of mind, body, and soul, okay? But right now, the way that you do that, not allowing the energy of regret and fear to get the best of you. Maintaining yourself. You know there's purpose in what you're doing right now because it gives you passion. It's something that you do every day. It's something that really helps build confidence and character and, you know, all of the good qualities of a human being, right? It helps empowers that, you know, but there are certain levels that you have to go through of reaching the highest level of that. And you feel like you have, but you feel like there's more. But in order to get to the more you're seeking, you got to let go of these energies of regret and fear, or you have to allow yourself to work through that. Okay? You got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time, one moment at a time. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of like work through that shit, because there are going to be days, there are going to be moments, but that doesn't determine what you've already done. Get out of your head, get out of your past. Okay? Get out of that shit. Nourish the creative aspect, you know, of your mind. Meaning, focus on what gives you purpose and passion, what builds forms of happiness, what empowers balance for you and confidence, you know what I'm saying, and honesty in yourself and integrity in your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is don't let this be the thumbs, the splinter in the thumbs for you, okay? Okay. All right. Thank you. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah. I feel like you're kind of struggling with the choices that you've made. You know what I mean? And it's like, has this really been the reason for certain things? Okay? Has this been an issue as to why I'm not really happily fulfilled? And I feel like you're not recognizing all that you've done and how far you've come. You're not recognizing that. Like, the growth and transformation that is taking place, and that has taken place over the course of years of time, wherever you are in time right now, I feel like you may struggle with the choices. The choices of regret that led to regret, and that caused to failure and fear. Like, I feel like you're rolling over all of the old shit, and you got to get out of the old shit because that's not where you are anymore. It's just not where you are. Pride and denial. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Fear repeats itself twice. Pride is, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That meaning there's no competition. There's no higher level to someone else being greater than you, better than you, or less than you. Okay? Everybody is exactly where they're supposed to be. At this point, I should have been here by now. At this place, I should have had this by now. Yeah, but You got to acknowledge and give thankfulness and appreciation to how far you've come. You got to recognize God in that. You got to recognize divine guidance overall in that. You got to recognize yourself in that shit. Look at how much you've grown from. You definitely can't say you're who you used to be in the past, because that's clearly not here. This is just you rolling over it. This is you going over it, replaying it over and over in your mind, in your thoughts, in your head. What had happened, what had taken place, what you wish you could have done versus what had happened, or what you would have done. You know what I mean? It's no competition. It's no competition. This is your purpose that you're finding in. Don't trouble yourself. See how energy and fear spilled over into failure, denial, and pride. These were the first two reflections of what's issuing. What are the issues for you, okay? And then came failure, and then came denial and pride. So it just, you see how when shit isn't fixed, how it just reformulates into other shit? Okay? And I ain't saying that you're a bad person. I'm a bad person. We're bad people. What I'm saying is this energy of denial and pride, it just progresses and reforms itself into other shit. When you don't take care of it, when you don't, I don't know why I'm getting don't overcompensate. Do not overcompensate for things. For whoever that makes sense for. Do not overcompensate for shit. Because when you do that, you lose yourself. You know what I mean? And right now, I just feel like this overall energy is, at this moment in time, maintain yourself. Do it. Just do what you gotta do. Don't worry about if it's enough. Don't worry about if it's too much. Just feel your way through it. Trust God. Trust Jesus. Trust divine guidance overall. Trust yourself. Okay? Divine, I ask for the last oracle to come through. And that flew and fell. Again, it keeps reflecting itself, y'all. I asked for the last and I got two more. I got guilt and doubt. It's like you don't have to allow this to overwhelm your whole being, your existence. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You know what I mean? It's not a competition. It's not a competition. Okay? Even if, because sometimes you got to tell yourself that shit. I sometimes tell myself that it's not a competition. How the fuck can it be? You know? And what I mean by it's not a competition, it's not a competition between you and other people. It's not. It's really not. It's you versus you. But don't allow the better part of you to beat up the old version of you, because you have to learn. You have to grow. You have to understand it. That applies to everybody, including myself, okay? Okay, now, let's try to close it out now. So I hope that you're getting the messages, and I hope that they're helping you. You know what I'm saying? In ways of which and how it's possible, in ways of which it's helping me as well. Like, it's just a reminder, y'all. That's just what it feels like. It's a reminder. You know? Take care of yourself. Don't let the best part of you right now get the best of the old part of you, because it's kind of like you can scold a child for doing something wrong, but you know you didn't teach that child the right thing to do in order for them to not know to not do that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you just didn't know what you needed to know now. Okay? It was just missing information, but you got the information now for whoever that makes sense for. You got it now. You're kind of seeing it a little bit, but you're going to see more, but you just have to kind of like allow God to take you through the space and time of, you know, yeah. Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Yeah, this shit is challenging you. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. I'm constantly getting to. you know, and I'm really trying to close this reading out. And I could just close it out, but I want to get to the point, okay, if that makes sense. Adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. Yeah. It's like, it's just, okay, we got the energy. It's reflect this energy equally. I'm telling y'all, I'm showing y'all, is reflecting equally 8 times. There are 8 reflections of just energy that is triggering you right now, although you know you've grown and come a long way. It's just retrograde energy as well, you know. Like I said, you have to hold on to yourself. You got to maintain yourself. You got to know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. You're where you need to be. You are where you need to be, okay? And nobody is ahead of you. Nobody's behind you. Fuck all that. It's you, okay? Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah. You're just realizing you got to make room. And you got to let go of unnecessary things, okay? I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah. It's getting a little bit better. Trust. I accept that my inner voice with all... Wolf? The fuck am I saying? Hold on, y'all. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay, and then friendship came before that. And then forgiveness came before that. As y'all saw. Okay. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna just hold it like this. Hopefully y'all can see that well enough, okay? So, it gets better. But it's just energy that's kind of like replicating itself in different aspects of you. Don't allow this to make you or to take you away from, to break you or to take you away from so much you've done right now, okay? So much. So I'm gonna pull one last one to close it out, y'all. God, thank you. 333 on the clock, y'all. All right. Freedom. Come on. I like that. Okay, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You get there. It's just kind of annoying you a little bit right now. It's triggering you a little bit right now. It's fucking with you a little bit right now, but you do make it through. Okay, it gets better. You know, you continue to find the higher forms as to why you're doing something all the time. Okay, you get it. It comes through to you. Like, I do this every day and I like this shit and I love it, or this is giving me purpose, this is making sense, but when is it going to really apply, or how to say it, when is it really going to benefit me in all ways that best serve me in the spiritual and physical? You know, when is that going to happen more? How is that going to happen more? How is this going to benefit me in ways... How is this going to benefit me in ways of which it really assists me financially? You know what I'm saying? Physically more, emotionally more, mentally more. You know, it will. You're going to find that. It's always been there. It's always going to be there. Don't pay attention to the past and that shit. Pay attention to right now. It ain't how it used to be, baby. You clearly see that in yourself and in your own life. Put power into that. Put trust in that. Put appreciation into that, okay? Put energy and passion and attention into that best part of you. Or those best parts of you, okay? And you're going to see a change in this energy right here, okay? So, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Whatever I title it, okay? Whatever came through, I hope that it assisted you and helped you. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all again with another reading.